Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 163. As you may remember, the Pandavas were on a yatra and came to the banks of the Saraswati. It was a place sacred to the king Shibi, because it was here that the incident of the hawk and the dove took place. Some of you may remember the incident of the hawk and the dove, and for those who don't, I'd like to tell it right now. Agni and Indra decided to test King Shibi because they had heard that he was a very great person. So they disguised themselves as a hawk and a dove and flew to him, a person who had said that he would protect any being who took refuge in him. So the little bird came and said, "Oh, please help me, King Shibi. There's a hawk after me, and the hawk wants to eat me." King Shibi said, "I will protect you from the hawk." And then the hawk came and said, "Oh, King Shibi, please return my meal to me. I'm starving." King Shibi couldn't deny him either. So he said, "Well, I will give you flesh from my body that's equal to the weight of the little bird." The hawk was satisfied with that. A scale was brought, and King Shibi cut a big piece of his thigh off his leg and threw it on the scale. Well, much to everyone's surprise, it wasn't enough. The little bird weighed more. He took his sword and cut off another chunk, and that didn't work either. The little bird, was so heavy. Finally, King Shibi took his whole body, his whole person, and put it on the scale. At that point, Agni and Indra stopped being a little bird and a big hawk and showed him their real selves and said, "Shibi, you really are a great person." And they blessed him. They saw the river Ganga now. They reached the mountain Menaka. This was one of the very sacred mountains. Their next stop was Kailasa. They saw Bindu Saras, the source of the river Ganga. They saw the 7 streams, 3 of which flowed towards the west, 3 toward the east, and the 7th, which followed Bhagirath. The Pandavas now saw the mountain Mandara. This Mandara mountain was the dwelling place of Kubera. Yudhishthira invoked the spirit of the mountain and offered his prayers. He prayed to the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. The Pandavas found the place so restful and soothing. Even Bhima forgot his misery and was happy on the slopes of Mount Mandara. Chapter 11, towards Himavan. The Pandavas decided to ascend the Mandara mountain. They found the task very difficult. Yudhishthira was concerned about the delicate Draupadi. Bhima said that he would carry her. He knew that she would like to meet Arjuna, who would come to that mountain when he returned from the abode of Indra. Bhima said, "I'll carry her. I will carry all of you when you feel you cannot walk anymore." It was early in the morning. The sun had just appeared, tinting the mountain top with pink and gold. The scene was so wonderful. The air was exhilarating. They were not tired, not at the beginning of the ascent. But it was fatiguing as the sun climbed higher in the heavens. They went on undaunted and walked toward the peak called Gandhamadana, the peak where the air was made up of all perfumes. They were all excited at the thought of meeting Arjuna. It was now 5 years since he had left them and gone away. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.